ever since the autumn, you know, that injury hit me pretty hard. I think I spent a long time in the off season trying to get myself ready, you know, to last for the season. And yeah, I was just a bit gutted because I spent a lot of time in the off season trying to get myself ready to go for the season. And when that kind of happened, I was more gutted about missing rugby here, to be honest, as well. You know, missing the last game in the autumn was massive, but then to the realisation of coming back and missing these big games, you know, hit hard a bit. But you know, I was very happy. You know, for the last 6-7 weeks, I was desperate to get back playing. Headbutting with the physios a bit, whether they would like me playing or not. But you know, I'm over the moon with today and how the boys went, and you know, obviously how I played myself as well.
Rob said you had a bit of a tight hamstring coming in. Is that just
well, I obviously tore my right hammy. I had a bit of a tighter left hammy, and it plays on your mind a bit. Obviously I had a bit of a tight hammy at the right hammy, and I ended up tearing that. But I think it's just down to, you know, how much I wanted to play. You know, it would have been very easy for me to, you know, be thinking about my left hammy, and if it tore, I'll be out for longer. But you know, for me, I kind of working hard this last 7 weeks. I just wanted to play. You know, I'm very thankful I got through it okay, and then obviously, you know, the hard work the physios put into me this week as well.
Confident there won't be any kind of reaction to either of them?
I was very confident going into this morning to the game, and you know, I've got even more confidence coming out of the game as well, because I didn't feel it once. So
that tightness is since playing the half game last weekend?
No. I've kind of. It's weird when you're rehabbing. You're doing a lot of work on both hamstrings, and you know, it could have been down to DOMs, it could have been down to, you know, run a load. But for me, I've just been, you know, desperate to get back. So you know, maybe I've been overworking it and overcompensating on this left side, trying to look after my right side, and it backfired a bit. But like I said, you know, the physios have been working on me very, very hard this week, and they've got me through it.
You weren't going to die one way either, really, from the start. I mean,
No, I don't think you can build yourself into the game, and the main thing that was playing on my mind during the week was, you know, if I'm not 100%, I'm going to probably let the boys down. If, you know, especially playing full back, if I can't open up and I can't get to that corner to make a tackle, catch a kick, you know, I'll be letting the team down. And you know, especially from the team run yesterday, I was confident that I wouldn't do that. And you know, if the worst happens, it happens. But for me, I don't want to think about the bad things. I want to think about playing well and actually getting myself back out there playing.
And what does it mean now for both the Chiefs, obviously getting the Munster, but also obviously England's there as well, not far off anymore in terms of your relish of what might be ahead of you?
I think for me, it's easy. A lot of boys do say they're not thinking about England, they're thinking about playing for your clubs, blah, and all that. But for me, I've worked extremely hard to get back to play for Exeter. And next week is probably one of the biggest games that we're going to come up against this year. You know, we can't use today's game as a knockout round, and in fact, if we win today, we'll get through to next week, and that's what we're looking at as well. You know, this is make or break for us. You know, for us, we want to go and attack it well, and I'm not going to be thinking about what comes up after. You know, it's just a big game for us next week against Munster, and it's one we're heading for now.
Playing at 15 today, obviously, get a bit more. Your hands on the ball a bit more. Do you prefer playing at 15, or do you not really care whereabouts you go?
A little bit of nerves kicked in when the team got announced, but you know, the coaches are very good here, just, you know, settling yourself down, and you know, not a lot of changes for us in the backs, especially in phase play for us. You know, Slady sometimes on the wing flats, it doesn't really matter about the number on our backs. So for me, it makes it a lot easier for that. Obviously, position at 15 is very different from when you are on the wing. But like you said, the positives are the wingers almost catch the balls and they pass it into the 15. So you know, it's quite nice to be able to get the ball with a bit of space in front of me. So that's the way I was kind of looking at it.
I'm talking about the England thing before. I know you don't talk about England, but the fact is, if you played at 15 and played very well, you played at centre as well at England as well. That versatility you're showing must only be a good thing for somebody like Eddie Jones to see. Yeah,
I think it's always a positive thing that you can play in different positions. Obviously, makes the coaches' decisions very easy. But for me, I'll probably still class myself as a winger who can play in these different positions, not someone that can just play in any position. So yeah, I'm still looking at myself at a winger at the moment until I'm told otherwise.
Do you remember when was your last time as a starter as a fullback?
Oh, last time I played 15.
A long time.
I think maybe the Lions tour. I think one of the midweek games I played 15, unless I played there for the club, but probably that's the last time I think I played there. A while ago.
History says that the Chiefs don't have much of a chance at Munster because very few teams do.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I think if you're going to back any team to go and do it, I think a lot of people would probably back us to go and do it. Again, we've got nothing to lose now. if we go out there and we're shy to play and we're afraid of what can happen, then we're probably going to lose. Whereas if we go out there like we did today, nothing to lose mentality, go out there and attack it, play the way we can play. And obviously Munster are going to try and stop that. They were very good when they came down here. But like I said, if we go out there and we hesitate, they're going to win. For us, we just sort of go out there and give it our all and hopefully come away with it.
Will be a sort of preview of the England-Ireland game of the Six Nations. Eh?
Maybe, I don't know about that. There's a lot of different players missing and stuff, but I think more the fact of this competition brings a lot of good things out of players. So that the English-Irish battle will be there as well. But I think both teams want to do it for their club. Munster are playing very well at the moment, beating Leinster as well a couple of weeks ago. So it's just we know it's going to be a big test for us, but. Big thing we said is we want to enjoy it as well. If we're not going out there enjoying ourselves, what's the point of doing it? So,
are you relieved to be back on time? Straight for.
I'm relieved. I'm relieved to be playing for the club. If I'm honest. When I came back from the autumn, the first thing that was in my mind is I'm not going to be playing for Exeter now. And for me, I was telling myself it'll only be a couple of weeks. I'll be fine. Physios are telling me it's going to be longer. So we came to a middle ground, and I got myself strong enough to be back. I'm just very relieved that I'm actually playing for the club, to be honest.
Have you had to change anything in your kind of regimes to prevent it happening again? I know something
not really, to be fair. With these injuries, you kind of do the simple way to do it is just to build the muscle around it and rebuild it. So a lot of time in the gym, but the weather's been pretty bad, to be honest. So I'm quite happy in there.
You've got full confidence in your body?
I think after today, yeah, 100%. Like this morning, if I'm perfectly honest, this week, it did test me a little bit. I'll be lying if I said it wasn't there and I wasn't thinking about it. But no, I've got great confidence coming out of today. That the fact that I came out this morning and I felt, pretty good, and I've come through it good as well. So, that's the confidence that I've taken from that.
Cheers, Jack. Thank you very much.